Hello and welcome to I Am Positive. My name is Opeolua. Do you guys like my cap? I think it's nice. So sometime last year, I actually made some shirts and caps, and I just put my logo on them and I wear them once in a while. I actually have some colleagues and friends that I have them too, and just wear them. Um. Anyway, today is basically a gist day. Something happened to me in 2016 when I was just, dealing with the new HIV status and all of that, and I thought that I'd gist you guys. So, by virtue of what I do, I'm a salesperson and I sell corporate travel. So, because of that, I meet a lot of people, especially in offices and stuff like that. And I met this guy, we got talking, things moved real quickly, between us, like we're just vibing, those days when for me vibing was the major requirements to go into a relationship. Anyway, we were vibing, and I remember there was this evening. It was fitting some of the trousers that his tailor had made for him, and he was fitting it, and I was on the phone with him, and he was giving me the comments on each of them. Like, we were really getting that tight, right? He'll snap the picture, he'll send to me, I'll look at it, he'll fit it, he'll tell me how, it was good. And that was the day I started realizing, no more, me and this guy were already getting deep. I think I need to, come out straight and let him know before things go too far, to protect my heart, and of course to make him know, right? Then after the call, I sent him a message on WhatsApp, because that time I was not bold enough to be saying it with my mouth. So I sent him a message on WhatsApp, and that was the last time I heard of him on that personal note, right? Because we want the corporate account, and I was dealing maybe not directly with him, but sometimes if we had issues, I'd call him. But this guy avoided me like a plague, you guys. Like, I kid you not, this guy avoided me like a plague. He acted like by chatting with me on WhatsApp safe, he would be infected. That's how bad it was. And that was my first blow of rejection. I won't even lie. Because after I'd broken up with my boyfriend, when I found out about my HIV status, I was just for a while dealing with it. So this was the first guy I was meeting, when I was just getting used to the new status, and that kind of blow. Man, it was something. But I appreciated the fact that I told him on time. My counselor at the time would tell me, oh, don't tell them, get to the point where you're engaged, even if possible, say if your introduction, then you tell him. And he was saying it from the point of, if you don't want to meet a guy and then you are telling him now, meet another one, tell him, before you know, he's spreading fast. That's where it was coming from. But where I was coming from is protecting my peace, my sanity, ensuring that I do not invest time and emotion and even money sometimes in these things, and then they just end. Because I can't blame them for wanting to leave. It's a choice, right? So that's why I just stood by that conviction. That's the way I'm going to go about, disclosing my HIV status. I'm not going to wait till we've gotten that deep into the relationship. Anyway, about 6 to 8 months later or so, this guy calls me and says, okay, where's your HIV clinic? And I'm like, what? He goes, somebody close to him tested positive and he needs to get tested. Actually, it was his fiancée, and they had done their introduction, and so, heading towards marriage, you do some tests and stuff like that. And they found out that she was HIV positive. Anyway, I linked them up, and well, he tested negative, the fiancé positive, and then I heard later that he also bolted, he wasn't interested, he ended the engagement, and I was like, wow, bummer. I was complaining that at the talking stage, this guy bounced. But now imagine somebody, they're already engaged, families already met, and boom, you're leaving. Anyway, there's a good ending. There's a good ending to this story, I believe. Anyway, so I heard later that about 6 months after, this lady got engaged again. Now, who did she get engaged to? So after this guy that we're talking about left, there was this bestie. She's always had this male best friend, right? So this guy was with her. She was devastated. This guy was with her, going to the clinic appointment with her, calling her, encouraging her to take her medication every day. Like, this was literally a bestie in and out of season. I won't even lie, she's one of those lucky ones, and then about 6 months later, the guy proposed. I don't even think they dated. I mean, all of that, being with you, being there for you, I think that was enough dating. Because what's dating? They have gone to trials and tribulations, in my opinion. Okay, I'm joking. But anyway, he proposed and they got engaged. Last time I heard, they were engaged and they were already planning their wedding. So that's why I think it ended in a good story. I don't know what the end is. I don't know. I don't even know the babe, but where I was and I heard this, I was just happy, like, yes. Like, oh my God. Like, I was so happy for her. Anyway, for me, I took some lessons from this, is that it's best to disclose on time than wait till later, when you've invested time, energy, emotions, money into that relationship. That person has a choice to stay or to leave. You have to be able to give them the opportunity to make a choice. I mean, that's even the foundation of love. Love is not selfish. By keeping that information to yourself, I don't even think you love that person. You only love yourself, or you only love the feeling or the emotions you derive from that relationship. Because if you truly love that person, you'll be selfless enough to give them that information and let them make a choice. I know it's not easy, but I feel like allow them decide, because they are also investing time, emotions, money, energy into that relationship, only to find out that you are this. And they can vote on the fact that, number one, you're HIV positive, and number two, you were not honest enough from the beginning. You don't even want to start a relationship and a honest relationship and honest marriage on that kind of ground. That's what I believe anyway, but that's my conviction. Number two is rejection is not the end of the world. You'll be fine. I was fine, and that was my first rejection, and it was hard. Boom, boom. But look at me here, still dealing, still, happy and stuff like that. Number three is that sometimes our blessings are just around us like that, and we don't know. I mean, look at the story of that lady. Her husband was around her and she didn't even know. She had to go and date somebody else that now exposed her husband to her. So sometimes your blessings are there in disguise. For me, the number three lesson is that everything works together for good. It may look like a rejection and it is bad, but God is preparing something good for you with that bad situation. And number four, sometimes you single women and men, your blessing is around you, just walking around you like that, and you cannot even see it. Your future husband, your future wife is just there beside you, moving around, and you don't know it. Yeah, in form of bestie or brother zone or sister zone. I'm also talking to myself, just FYI, so nobody should enter my comment and be saying, you call. I know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you need to reach out to me, my email address is iampositive416@gmail.com, and my Instagram handle is @iampositive416. Send a DM. Let's talk. Let me see how I can be of help to you. All right. Bye.